It's great that Norm didn't put my number on unlisted or unknown numbers, so thank you for answering that call. May I also start by acknowledging the traditional custodians upon the land which we gather, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. And may I say, Wominjika, welcome. I greet you with the greeting of the Islamic way of saying it, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you, and Ramadan Mubarak to you all. Thank you for joining us on a very important time for the Muslim community and at one of AIS's most important events. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank our co-host, the Minister for Multicultural Affairs and Minister for Housing, the Honourable Colin Brooks, and thank you for sharing those kind words. And also the Shadow Minister for Multicultural Affairs, the Leader of the Opposition and Leader of the Victorian Liberal Party, Mr. John Pasuto. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And we appreciate the work that you do for our state and the work that you're doing particularly for our democracy. I'd also like to acknowledge our keynote speaker, Ms. Taran Lee, the General Manager, Social Impact and Policy at Collingwood Football Club. We're looking forward to hearing your talk a little bit later. I'd also like to welcome all our federal and state parliamentary dignitaries, and I won't go through the list. And I do appreciate your ongoing support, both at these events and other events throughout the month of Ramadan. I know it's a very busy period. I thought I get to live the life that you live just about every day in the month of Ramadan when I'm on the Ramadan circuit, so I admire the work that you do each and every day. To the members of the judiciary, we welcome you all here tonight, and including all the judges, magistrates, barristers and legal practitioners, to the many representatives from the Consular Corps, Public Service, Law Enforcement, media, academia, NGOs, sports, business community, thank you for joining us tonight and making tonight memorable. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank Norm. Yes, thank you very much for the work that you're doing tonight. And finally, even though my name has been mentioned here, yes, it is a team effort, starting from our advisory board and particularly the AIS team. Collectively, we think about how can we make each year bigger and better. And I appreciate all the work that they do throughout the year, so I just wanted to take a special moment to acknowledge their work throughout the year as well. The Victorian Parliament Iftar is one of the most special dinners in the month of Ramadan for us. It is a good reminder of how far we have come throughout the years, as the AIS held its very first Iftar dinner in the year 2000 tonight, and it is the 22nd AIS Iftar dinner, but it's been rebranded along the way to be now named the 17th Victorian Parliament Iftar dinner. And in this month of Ramadan alone, we are co-hosting some 28 Iftar dinners, with around 20 of them being home Iftar dinners. So if you haven't been to a home Iftar dinner, I encourage you to look up the AIS website, or there should be someone on your table extending an invitation to you shortly. It is great that you're able to gather and share a meal with good company. For Muslims, Ramadan does have many meanings. For some, it's about improving patience, resilience, empathy, and compassion, to name a few. These have an inner dimension where one evaluates where they are in life and their relationship with their Creator. There's also an outer dimension. It's a time for connection, a connection that reaches out and binds us with the wider world that we live in. As we are social beings, we yearn for companionship, whether to spin a yarn or to share our innermost feelings. This outward connection is essential for our sense of belonging, being accepted and respected for who we are. We want to be included in a community and feel we are valued and wanted. Our co-hosts have talked about our vibrant multiculturalism. Yes, it is very important and it is a very successful story, but one cannot help but feel that our national story is still incomplete. We haven't given the due recognition to our First Nations people who have nurtured this land for 60,000 years. And we have the opportunity to right the wrong and make history this year and take everyone forward in our national journey, where everyone is included and celebrated. Then we'll have a national day where everyone is proud to celebrate our unity. I was pondering on tonight's theme, particularly on the word equity. Although we have made great strides in gender and racial equity, it goes without saying there is no finish line to this pursuit, and we do have more work to make things better. From an Islamic perspective, equity is a fundamental principle of Islam and is essential for maintaining social harmony and balance in society. There is an emphasis to give everyone their due rights and treat people fairly regardless of their race, gender, religion or social status. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized the importance of equity in his final sermon, where he says, all humans are from Adam and Eve. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has any superiority over an Arab. Also, a white person has no superiority over a black person, nor a black person have any superiority over a white person, except by piety and good action. This is a timeless principle that has been uttered some 1400 years ago, yet those who possess power over others can and do use their advantage to get one over the other person opposite them, or seek to put the other one down because of a false sense of superiority complex. You have every right, we feel that you have every right to be proud of your heritage, but it's never meant to be a competition. Everyone has the same hopes and aspirations. One's pain, your pain is my pain, your hope is my hope. This is how we should see those around us, irrespective of the color of their skin, gender, belief, or ability. Let's make the most of the opportunities presented to us by striving to make our society more inclusive and fair. Let's finish our national story so we are truly connected and moving together side by side where no one is left behind. Once again, I thank you for your attendance and your ongoing support. I wish the period of these holy days and nights, and yes, Easter and Passover in particular are imminent, open the doors of mercy for us all. And I pay tribute to our sponsors as well for their ongoing support. Thank you again for joining us tonight. Ramadan Mubarak to you all. Thank you.